saw a clip on the Instagram where a young kid was comparing you to Nas and saying that you got
that's my young boy.
big hits.
Wow.
Yo, he looked to you. He learned how to wear the BB Simon belt from you. He got his swag. Like, how crazy is that? Because in my era, you know what I'm saying, Nas is like a god.
In my era too. I mean,
so to be compared,
let me
that young kid out.
He was young and we loved that he loved Jim Jones. I want you to break it down.
Let's break this down. I admired Nas, but remember Nas' first record, The Barbecue, came out when I was in 11th grade.
Yes.
So Nas was my idol when I was young. Like you did, came to dressing, the wordplay, the music, everything. I was a superior Nas fan. Period. I'd never take that away from him. But then as I got in the game, you gotta realize that your rivals would be idols, and not to take anything away from that. I developed my own style in my own lane that these kids start to gravitate towards the same way I gravitated towards Nas when I was younger and things like that. It's a whole different generation. We talking about 94. 93, I was in 11th grade. Nigga, it's 2025. There's a big gap there, you know what I mean? And I want people to understand that. So when Shorty's telling people that, yeah, he's 20 some years old, that goes to show the part of the era that he's in, that I came into light and started going crazy, that these kids love me. They don't really know who Nas is. If he's 22, he's born in 03.
Not all of them, some of them know. But
you know what I mean?
A lot of them know.
Yes.
But it's the era.
Some music.
No,
some kids that.
No, I love that.
There's some kids that love hip hop.
40, so I mean,
but he's your son.
He's your son.
Mind you, he's sitting up here with two rappers who debuted at the same time, around the same time as Nas, back in the early 90s. Joe even earlier than that, maybe like late 80s. But continue.
He's just son.
No, but he knows.
My son can't tell you one Nas record. You heard? Like let's keep it a buck here.
Yeah, but
like, let's keep it a buck. You heard? Let's keep it a buck because you'll bring it up. There must be some type of misconception or what's that word when it comes to Jim Jones and what Jim Jones have done in this game. A lot of these rappers,
we made them take the darkies off.
A lot of these rappers have done a tremendous job, and I take nothing away from them, but they forget I got a hell of a catalog. Me, Jim Jones, myself, gold records, platinum records, gold albums, platinum albums. No, me, Jim Jones. No diplomats, no nobody else. Me, Jim Jones. Check my track record, then check everybody else's track record, then go to the billboards and check all my entries, then check all those entries and shit like that. And I'm not taking nothing away from nobody, but I hear the comparisons and the niggas be trying to act funny when it comes. No, I've been spanking a lot of this shit. I'm talking about the industry. I've been putting on. So let's not get into that where we get into numbers and I gotta show you the statistics of what I've done. You heard to what other people was done. You heard them. You want to go to the billboard entries, pull up Nas billboard entries, then pull up my billboard entries.
Listen, we can't compare the two. What I'm trying to tell you.
No, I want to go there.
Hold on.
I want to go down the line now because now we going down the line. He's a rapper and I'm a rapper.
Listen,
let's go statistically.
It feels great.
No, but I want to go statistically because when people be like,
I feel the same way. We all feel the same way.
Forget about the numbers. My numbers back up.
Let me step up to the forefront. Us in the music of hip hop culture have a problem. Is a thing, and it's nothing. The world goes off numbers, but in hip hop, we don't pay enough homage to those before us the correct way, and sometimes it's even myself. So it gets no other genre of music. Fucking, I don't even know who to use.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, hip hop is like basketball.
Jelly Roll's never gonna say that about
hip hop is like basketball. John Morant get on a call with LeBron. He wants to kill LeBron. So this is what this is about.
Song, any of that shit is murder.
This is what this is about. There's never is me. When you putting me up against anybody, I'm taking me every time. Every time.
Supposed to.
Okay,
Every
but
time, in all
let me say
categories.
something though, Jim.
In
Let me
every
say,
category,
Jim,
I get busy.
You started off
supposed to
saying
feel
you
like
grew up
that.
watching Nas.
Of
The only
course, I
problem,
didn't take that away from
the
him.
only situation I'm saying now to you, right? There is no situation.
always tell people
Kids
that
should
story.
worship you.
You fucking started.
No, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing. I did not know
Nas
it was
gonna be
going
mad
there.
at you because you're really
No.
friends with him.
He gonna be
You heard?
mad at you.
Not me. I don't know him.
This nigga's on drugs. First of all, I don't care how many records Jim Jones has sold. I don't care how many platinum, gold, platinum, gold. I don't care what you got, bro. You ain't got more than Nelly. So that makes Nelly one of the greatest rappers of all time, if that's the case, right? You ain't got more than Ja Rule. Like, what are we talking about? Listen, I came up when Jim Jones was first bubbling, when Jim peaked in 2006. I was fresh out of high school, starting college, right? Old as hell. But now, you telling me, because I know Nas music, of course I'm older than this current generation. The kids don't make the rules. The kids make the trends. They set the trends, but they don't make the rules in culture. And when the culture speaks, you talk about Ja Morant get on the same court as LeBron and bust his ass. If with that type of mentality, you know what? I expect you to say some dumb shit like this. Ja Morant on his best day can barely keep up with 40-something-year-old LeBron. And that's you, bro. That's you on your best day with all your shiny shit. You just like a Ja Morant. I'm glad you used that comparison. Just like a Ja Morant. Fucking dickhead outside of where it depends, where you supposed to be useful, right? And in your mind, you think you bigger than the program. But look at your peers. Look at those around you. They're not even trying to hear that shit. Nigga, Nas? We must be talking about Lil Nas X. Because ain't no way you referring to Nasir Jones and equivocating that you, in any form, lyrically, bars, you want to go to Billboard and music entries, given it's a whole nother decade that you were in, a whole different game, right? Nas came in tapes and 8 tracks. You can and vinyls. You came in on CDs and digital downloads. So it's not even the same. You can't even gauge that, right? But let's play this game. First of all, Ether lives forever. People still use Ether to this day. So even if they don't know a Nas song, they know a Nas reference. That's a fact. Nas has not been on a mainstream label in God knows how many years. So yeah, he's not splattered everywhere across commercial places and commercial success because he doesn't care for that anymore. He got the money, he got the acclaim, he got the accolades, and he's literally a purist. And this is why people call you the oldest YN, because you be too concerned with contemporary bullshit, my nigga. Like, you gotta understand where you stand, where the game stands, and what your legacy will be. Your legacy currently is you had a nice run, but you turned into the old nigga that's still in the club a little bit too long. That's what your legacy is becoming. You clashing against niggas who gonna bar you up like Pusha T. You want to come for Nas's position and his legacy? Bro, you can't hold a candle to these dudes. Let me show you. This is Nas, right? Top 5 Dead or Alive conversations. Yet, first of all, Nas is in so many top 5, top 10 conversations of all time. I have never had to let that shit resound. Never heard a nigga put Jim Jones in the top 10 conversation. Not a top 20 conversation. Not even a top 30 conversation. Never have I heard anybody give Jim that. So don't sit here because you sold a couple records and think you that dude. Because if that's the case, Eminem is the king of rap. Close the book. Ain't nothing else to talk about. But it don't go like that. Do it. Do it. Because culture is not defined by sales and it's not defined by popularity. It's influenced by those things, for sure. They matter, right? Yeah, they matter. Billboard. Lil Nas X is the best rapper in the game over the last couple years, if we're going by Billboard success, like, what are we talking about? Since when has Billboard ever been the gauge? But, you know, Jim came up in that 50 Cent era where all of those things were the thing. This is what made your place. This is what made you the man. This what all of that. So I understand why he think like that. I do. But you can't compare yourself to one of the GOATs, bro. Not you. Not you. Maybe Cam. You? Listen. Let's do the numbers. Your last 3 albums. I'm glad somebody pulled this up on Twitter. Shout out to CTV_Mac. Wasted Talent dropped in 2018. Charted at 131 on the chart. El Chapo, 2019, started at 114 on the charts. A little bit better, not that much. At the Church Steps, didn't even register. You was out here dissing Cam and doing all this extra shit. At the Church Steps, 2025 drop, didn't even register. The only place you went platinum was in Harlem. That shit still in Harlem. Because ain't nobody else copping that shit. You dig? Now, when we go to Nasir Jones, do I even have to discuss this? This is crazy. King's Disease. I can't see the year. I think that was 2022. Might have been 2. Number 10. Boom. Number 10. We can wrap this whole conversation up right there. You ain't seen him in at least the last half a decade, let alone decade. You ain't even seen him. Magic 2, number 52 on the chart. 52. Still twice as high as your highest within the last few years. Just in the last 6 years, I think your last 2019. Magic 3. Number 65 on the charts. Man, if this nigga don't go sit down somewhere, how you gonna compare? Because a couple kids in Harlem told you that they know you more than they know Nas? Okay, got you. But we're not gonna stop there. We're gonna entertain this bullshit. 2007, We Fly High, his peak, as I stated. That song went platinum. Congratulations. That's one song. Pop Champagne, terrible song, no replay value today, but let's go with it. That song, 2009, 2 years later, went gold. That's all the information we got on that, right? February 26, 2009, certified gold. 500,000 sold. We Set the Trends, featuring the Migos. I like that song. I ain't gonna hold you. That was 2024, last year. Gold record. All right, so over the last 17 years, that's 1 platinum and 2 gold. Let's just say 2 platinum, right? Because 1 gold is a half a platinum. So 2 golds, 1 platinum. So let's say 2 platinums between all of that. And your whole run since 2005, 2004, you got practically 2 platinums. Now, shall we go there? Oh yeah, we definitely gonna go there. Nas, because it's only 3 letters in his name, is a couple people that get caught up in his search. Luke Nasty, OT Genesis, Lil Nas X, shit like that. But we can filter it out. Here we go. Stillmatic, the album, platinum, 2002. Illmatic, another great album, platinum, 2019. Excuse me, double platinum. I'm over here missing shit. That was double platinum for Illmatic. Double platinum. So now that one album alone outsold him. Talk about Billboard entries. That one album alone outsold everything you've done. Illmatic alone. And that was 2019. You ain't caught up with him yet. You ain't caught up with 2019 Nas yet. And you talking in 2025, okay? So we got double platinum there, platinum on Stillmatic. The World Is Yours, gold. New York State of Mind, gold. Life Is Good, gold. Those don't even, and I don't even think this is all his catalog. I think stuff is missing from here. So what is this nigga talking about? Somebody please let me know. Please let me know, somebody. I know I can is not here. Hold on, let me see something. Wikipedia. Illmatic 2 times platinum. It Was Written 3 times platinum. I Am 2 times platinum. Nostradamus, platinum. Stillmatic, platinum. Godson, platinum. Streets Disciple, platinum. Hip Hop is Dead, gold. We ain't missed an album yet. Untitled, gold. Life is Good, gold. Nasir, no certifications. King's Disease, fine. King's Disease 2, Magic. King's Disease 3, Magic 2, Magic 3. All of these, and look, Mass Appeal, Mass Appeal, Mass Appeal. This is his own record label, y'all, just so y'all know. Mass Appeal, Mass Appeal, Mass Appeal, Mass Appeal, Def Jam. And his last one that was certified was on Def Jam in 2012. All right, 2012. So since then, he's practically been an independent artist for the last 13 years. And you still can't see him. Nas's greatest hits went gold. Like, what is this dude talking about? Singles. Let's go to singles. The World Is Yours, gold. If I Ruled the World, platinum. Because I know I can. How did I can't not get certified? Peaked at number 12 on Billboard. And that was it. Huh. I'm surprised. News to me. But there's no world where Jim Jones can be seen as over Nas, or Nas is here, Jim is like here. You heard? That's the difference. That's the difference. And this is coming from a New Yorker, and I'm from Queens, so it's biased. But you out your goddamn mind, yo. This is why This is why Queens niggas don't get along with Harlem niggas like that. Because Harlem niggas always putting a fucking 20 on a 10. Like, bro, you ain't that nigga. You not Cam. And Kim ain't even Nas. So what in the fuck? What? Man, yeah, I could go on all day about this. Y'all get in the comments. Y'all let me know. You a Jim Jones fan or you a Nas fan? Drop a comment. Hit the follow button.